In this video, I'm going to show you how to use data validation. Data validation is very important in the sense that it helps us to avoid mistakes that can be avoided. Let's assume you are recording student exam score like the one you have on the screen, and you know the minimum is 0 and the maximum is 70. You can take advantage of validation features to ensure that only values between 0 and 70 are entered. The sample I have on the Excel sheet here, we have the serial number, the name, and the score. We want to ensure that any data that is imputed here is between 0 and 70. So, if you have a number that is greater than 70 entered in this column here, it should prompt or trigger an error. The only way we can do that is by using data validation. Let's get started. First, you need to highlight where you want to put all the scores of the student. Click on data. Click on data validation. All you need to do on this allow part, click the drop down box, click all number. You're going to have data that has between. Well, that's what you're actually looking for. The minimum score, set it as 0, and the maximum score, set it as 70. Then you need to also have a prompt message. Each time you enter a score that is outside 0 and 70, it should trigger an error. And what type of error do you want to show? We have different types. We have stop, we have warning, and we have information. But I want it to stop me from entering score that is outside 0 and 70. I can give it a title called score alert. Then the error message can be, sorry, you entered score outside the range of 0 to 70. Okay, so you can click OK. Now let's try to put a score for Sylvester. We put 66, no error, because the score is within 0 to 70. Now let's try to put 71. Wow, you see, it's going to prompt you that you have entered a score that is outside the range of 0 to 70. This helps you to avoid errors or mistakes that can be avoided. Second part that I want to show you is how to use list. List means, if you look at the first sheet here, I was able to enter all the names of the student. I can also do the same thing using the list. List means each of these boxes will accommodate this number of students I have on this list. First, all I need to do is to focus my cell on where the student is going to be entered. Next is to click data validation, go to settings, click on list. Once you click on list, you have this source box here that asks you to select the names of students you want it to be on the list. You click this arrow to minimize the box and highlight on all this list that you have here. Next, is to maximize the box back. Click on OK. There you go. If you look at this box, you'll see that once you click here, you have the name of student being entered immediately. You can do the same for the other ones, but not to waste your time, you can do a copy and paste. It automatically, then you can erase, delete all the information there. And look at what happened on the second box or cell. You can pick another student. On the third cell, you can pick another student. And at the same time, you can also give them their respective score. Let's assume I put 75 here, or 74 for instance. It will not affect the score here because the control, the data validation of that error was done for this sheet. So it will not affect this second sheet. But if you want it to also be controlled on this sheet, all you need to do is to also align the score. Like I said, first let's delete all this. Highlight all the score. Click on data. Click data validation. In this case, remember, you're going to put it at whole number. Set your minimum score to 0. Your maximum score to 70. Then you come to your error alert. Give it a title pause. Score alert. Then put anything as an error message. Sorry, you entered a score outside the range of 0 to 70. Once you click OK, you should be able to have the control now. I have 56, no error. I have 76, there's going to be error. That is the usefulness of data validation. Thank you.